absolutely massive feeling, you know, like we're only starting to play summer festivals in Europe now, so this was the biggest stage we played on, the best sound, the best crew, the audience was amazing, the energy coming from everybody was just, I'm just smiling, it was so good, honestly. It was an incredible experience, and we hope to come back next year because it was so good, it was amazing. I think it's perfect. I think it goes hand in hand because a lot of time that alternative culture, you know, like people that like tattoos, like heavy music, also tend to like bikes and motocross and awesome cars, and it just goes hand in hand. I think that it's a smart thing, and I think it all fits together very well, honestly. I do not own any yet because I used to have an old van, and my father was a fan of Harleys and Hondas and all sorts of bikes, and I grew up around it. But because I tour so much now, I tour about 250 days a year, it makes it hard to own anything because it would just sit there. But a lot of my music, I wouldn't say the lyrics, but a lot of the music, the rhythms, like, you know, like the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like a revving of an engine, you know what I mean? So yes, I think it's more the feel of it and the atmosphere of the motos, and it definitely influences the music, absolutely. So in 2012, I didn't have a band. I was a one-man band, and I still play that way acoustically, but in 2012, that was the only thing I did. So that's when I started putting out music, and I played with a kick drum, a tambourine, a guitar, and I sang. And it was kind of like a one-man band, folk, soul, blues mixture. And then I added a banjo player, and a violin player, and a bass player, and I was still doing the stomp, and eventually I was like, well, let's make it a full band. So we did in 2014, it became a full band, and I'd say the main difference that changed from then to now is that before I was limited to only having myself, and then now I've met so many amazing musicians that I'm able to expand the sound and do much more with the heavy rock and roll, swampy blues, even though I can still do the older one-man band thing, and I still do, but I feel like I have more variety. I'm more free to do anything that I want to do. I'm not just stuck in a box. If that makes sense? Absolutely. So we have a new album halfway written for the band, and I have about 3 songs for the acoustic side as well. And we plan on coming back to not just Barcelona, to Spain in November of this year again. So that'll be our 3rd European tour. You know, we love touring Europe, and we love Spain. Like, Spain audiences and crowds, the energy is through the roof. Even when I played solo in February here, Barcelona and Spain and Bilbao and Santander and Zaragoza, it was some of the best shows I've ever played, even though it was just me, just one person. It was crazy. So yeah, we plan on coming back in November, and we'll absolutely have more material by then. I don't know if the new record will be out yet, but we'll definitely have some new songs, absolutely. I think, you know, in the past we used a lot of more folk influence in the band, and we're gonna go more for a straightforward rock and roll sound for the next band, Shapeshifter album. For the acoustic side, it'll be more of the same blues, folk, and soul music. But for the Shapeshifter, it's gonna be more of a driving, progressive rock and roll, absolutely. We absolutely love playing Spain. We cannot wait to come back, and thank you so much for coming out to shows and rocking out and listening with us. Rock on, everybody. Rock Palace, you have a wonderful host, you have a wonderful team here, and I cannot wait to do another interview with you guys. You guys rock. Thank you guys, Rock Palace, very much.